So in this video, I'm going to go into why you should use film emulations for your films, everything I like about Dehancer, how I use it, and then I'll go into why it may not be for everyone. So real quick, Dehancer reached out to me to review this. They're not seeing this video before it goes live. I was actually kind of excited when they reached out to me just because I'm kind of a small creator. Before I give you my review, I want to show you what I made using Dehancer.
The only thing in life that stands between you and everything you've ever wanted to do is doing it.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is. Once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it.
Yes! Yes!
So why do you use film emulations in the first place? So if you look at some of the top colorists like Yvonne Lucas, Tom Poole, who've color graded movies like Severance, Euphoria, Barbie, Irishman, just to name a few. A while back, there was a thread where someone asked, a bunch of people, how do they get that movie look, which is a question everyone's asking. And Tom Poole actually dropped in this discussion, and he described simply what he does to achieve the film look. So first, you need a decent print emulation LUT. Second, push coal through the low end. Third, don't touch the mid-tone colors. And fourth, push a little warm in the highlights. A lot of these colorists, before they even try to color grade their movie, they try and make it look like it was shot on film. And I think Dehancer is a great tool for that. What I love about Dehancer is that its grain, its bloom, and its halation is just really good. So I haven't used a lot of color grading plugins before, but I've used DaVinci's, and Dehancer's far better than that. And I'd almost say to get it just because of those three things. Here we're in DaVinci, and I'm just going to show you guys my color grading process. We'll start right here. So first I have all these clips right here. I put them in a group. I have the color space transform. I have this prism blur, which does these things on the outside, makes it look a little bit more like it was shot on like an anamorphic lens. And then Dehancer, which, makes it look really good. Before that, I have just a mask to separate him from the background. And then my color correction and another color space transform. So for Dehancer, these are the settings I use for night shots or interior shots. I love this film stock right here. It's called Kodak Aerocolor 4125. It makes the colors look really good. And it just has I want to say softer highlight roll-offs. I have my film grain, which is a game changer. My halation, which isn't as noticeable just because the shot isn't very bright. Then there's the bloom, which changes a lot for lights up here. It's not as noticeable when the lights aren't in the frame. And I keep my settings default, so right when you get Dehancer, I just check all three of these. And what I do is I actually don't use this node to its full percent. I use this mask right here and put it to about 30%, because if I put it to 100, I feel like it's a little bit much. But 30% is just, it's a good amount. I usually do 30 to 40%. For interior shots, it just looks really good, or night shots. This shot right here, she's got the halation and the bloom and stuff. Looks really good. And then for the exterior shots, this is where I feel like Dehancer doesn't do as good. So I'll go through what I did for this clip and why I feel like Dehancer doesn't do very good. So first you just have how it looks out of the gate, then exposure, not too much. And then contrast, just add some of that. And then with Dehancer, you do this. It looks, looks good. It has the grain, has the bloom, halation, and just the mask and the prism. But with Dehancer, I haven't found a way to have a stylized look. I feel like I still need a LUT for the outside shots. This is one of Sam Colder's that I have right here, and it's Casey LUT pack. And it just makes it look so much better. It's got the contrast and the color all down. I feel like it doesn't do that good for outside shots in terms of having a good stock to choose from. Like, I just disabled it entirely because I feel like it doesn't do anything good to it. And that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. For me personally, I feel like I can't find a stock that makes footage shot out in the sun or in the daylight look the best it can be, but maybe I just haven't looked hard enough or like dialed in something, or I'm just picky. A lot of the stocks feel like they wash out my shadows with either like oranges or blues or greens, and it just doesn't look very pretty. And for the most part, for those outside shots, I've just turned on the gray and blue inhalation and just left it there. Another thing I wish is that you could see what the video looks like by just hovering over it instead of going and clicking each thing individually. It would just make things a lot faster rather than clicking through it individually. There's a lot of options, and that's good, but it just takes a while to figure out what you want. My last gripe is that, at least on Windows, it runs a little bit slow. And it's not like bogs your computer down super slow. It's like a little lag. So the ultimate question, is Dehancer worth it? So as I've been thinking about my answer to this question, it just keeps on coming back to, is this tool for everyone? And by everyone, I mean, can beginners use it? Because I already know that intermediate users and advanced users will use it. I use it all the time, and I'm personally going to keep on using it for every project. But as a beginner, it's a little bit overwhelming. And I think the answer to that question kind of lies in with who's using it. Because as a beginner, the advice I would give is go and look at top artists and look at how they color grade things and try and copy them as much as possible. If they're using Dehancer, I definitely get it. But Dehancer is more of like you get it because you want a specific look, not you get it because it's going to solve all of your color grading problems. So I'd say if you know what you're looking for, and Dehancer is part of that, I'd get it. I know when I started color grading, I would more or less color correct instead of color grade, and then if I found a lot that I like, I just throw it on there and call it a day. And a lot of those big color grading workflows, that kind of scared me. And I know if I were to get Dehancer back then, it would be a little bit intimidating, and I probably wouldn't really know what to do with it. Overall, I think Dehancer is worth it if you know what look you're trying to achieve and you know that it can achieve that look for you. For me, I know what I want, and I know that Dehancer is the way to get it because, again, those three things are just so good. I plan on using this unless I find a better tool. I gotta mention, thank you to Dehancer for sending me this plugin, letting me review it. There's an affiliate link down below if you want to test it out for yourself or go and buy it. It's up to you. Anyways, see you guys.